for Langquart. Go to Langquart and change 3037 platform 12. Let's go. One of the funniest and probably the worst movies ever made was called Planes, Trains and Automobiles. It had Steve Martin and Michael Caine and those old codgers in it. So we've had planes, trains and automobiles. We're on the train part now going through the Swiss Alps. But yeah, we had to go via Dubai, big aeroplanes, huge airports, massive transits, 24 hours of travel from home to Davos. This is the agenda for Davos. It is a big, thick file of hundreds of events. So the first event I'm going to go to on Tuesday morning, when humankind overrides evolution. There's one on medical diagnoses, getting back to basics. There's sessions on slavery, of modern slavery, big sessions on Africa. That's a big Wednesday event. African leaders are going to be all over there. The issues around growth, the issues around inclusion. The Archbishop of Constantinople doesn't exist anymore, but he's here, and a whole bunch of people. Really interesting guest list. I mean, the guest list here, all of the leaders, the president of Azerbaijan, the finance minister of Bahrain, Donald Trump is here with Ms. Trump, and of course Jared Kushner, who's never too far away. He's joining the Trumps as well. Winnie Banyamina is here. She always creates a stir. She is the global director, of course, at the United Nations. She's very important in this. She's worked in the NGO space extensively for many years. So a really good list of people. The delegation here being led by Tito Mboweni, the finance minister, who's been in London. He's been to the UK Africa Investment Summit, so he'll be leading the South African delegation here. A smaller delegation than in previous years, and you'd expect that considering the fact that it's blimmin' expensive to come to Switzerland at the best of times, but getting a ticket to Davos, which is a collection of global elites where most of the rich, super rich guys who come in here, lots of people from China, the Prime Minister of Poland, they'll be flying in private jets, and a couple of hundred private jets end up at the tiny little airport in Davos. When this event started 50 years ago, it was a couple of people who came on a train. They went to a remote little ski resort, and now it's become the epicenter of the World Economic Forum. Meeting for the 50th time in Davos, and it is a seminal meeting because lots of people are now looking at Davos and looking to the future and looking at the relevance of the World Economic Forum, and also wondering who is going to inherit the mantle of the World Economic Forum into the future. So lots of really cool stuff and beautiful scenery as well. Rivers are running, they're not even frozen. This is practically tropical. Well, not quite tropical. I mean, this is in the shade, so there's lots of snow, but it's mild. It's very nice indeed.